Hi, this is Bill Frank, and I'm reporting for KADY-TV. I'm here in the lobby of the Ventura Beach Marriott, and I'm joined by Carl Morehouse, who sits on the Ventura City Council. He's also here to participate in the CERF meeting, the presentation that will be given by Bill Watkins and also Jack O'Connor. Carl, thanks so much for taking time to be with us.
My pleasure to be here.
Yeah, now you're here, you're wanting to hear Bill Watkins and Jack O'Connell speak. What are you expecting to learn from their talk today?
Well, you know, I followed Bill for a number of years, and of course he sits on our housing authority, but particularly back in his days at UCSB and when he's moved over to Cal Lutheran now. And so I've taken a great pleasure in listening to what he has to say, and I think he's a very good predictor. He does a pretty good job of doing an analysis and giving us as good a view as possible, and he admits at the end whether he did real well from the previous time before. So we'll see what his predictions are for right now.
Are you expecting the economy to be up, down, or flat compared to last year?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm interested very much in hearing what Bill says. The other people that I follow tend to say flat for another couple of years, and I don't know, you know. We have to look at Ventura, the city, Ventura, the county, the whole greater region, in a global context now. We're not isolated. I wish we could be an island unto ourselves, but that doesn't, the real world doesn't work that way anymore.
No, it doesn't. That is true. Now, the city has its own unique sets of challenges that are dictated, of course, by the county and the rest of the national picture. But from the city level, what are you seeing in terms of the city and how we're responding to the financial crisis of the last 3 years?
Well, I think in particular in the case of the city, we've tried to position ourselves as best we can. I mean, we obviously have taken some hits in terms of property tax, which is one of our major sources of revenue to our general fund, along with sales tax, which is something I've argued vociferously is something that really distorts land use processes because everybody's after the next big box mall or the auto mall or something like that. But the fact of the matter is that we are as well positioned as we can be. We're still seeking out new opportunities for economic ventures. We, of course, have had some startup companies that we're helping support in terms of the incubator. So I think we're headed in a good direction, but again, we don't live in an isolated world, and we're at the whims of whatever happens.
That's true, Carl. Now, you mentioned the incubator. For those listeners who may not know what that is, please describe what it is and give us some ideas, a couple of the businesses that you have funded in the incubator.
Well, the incubators we're trying to capture a little bit here in Ventura what's been going on in not only Camarillo locally and Goleta and Carpinteria, but you know, the Silicon Valley effect. A lot of the startup companies today are software related, and we've had a couple of them that we've been able to put in the building that we purchased behind City Hall, the old county building, and we've got them in there at a low price on the rent, and giving them an opportunity to grow. Several of them are interesting. Some of them are things like such as a coupon finder, particularly with regards to, oddly enough, pets, but pets are a big business for a lot of people. And a couple others that are starting up that are software related, and the idea is if they can catch on, we've helped grow them, then maybe they will bring in some new jobs. And several of them are already taken off and started to swell, and that's great for us. We'd like to have them stay here.
That is good. Now, besides software, what other types of businesses would you like to attract to the Ventura City area?
Well, the City Council has said for a long time as part of our general plan and sort of our economic outlook is that we want to try to get more high-wage businesses here. Clearly, those jobs that have more disposable income then help the smaller merchants, the smaller mom-and-pop businesses, the restaurants and everything else that are all part of a community. We haven't exactly found out where we want to go with those, but I think many of us are focusing on the idea that the green economy, the energy-related things are where those are going to be, and we've been looking at the Avenue area as an area perhaps to try to seduce and place some of those and get them going and see if we can do something that's going to capitalize on where the global world's probably going to go in the next few years, particularly as oil starts to peak and falls off.
That's great. We've been talking to Carl Morehouse, everybody, Ventura City Council member. This is Bill Frank reporting for KADY-TV.